Hello students and anyone else who may be watching from home. My name is Zanzolo, also known as Mr. Borges, and today we're going to be making our second Scratch project called Epic Dance Party. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Sure to be logged in. I'm going to create a project and we're going to use Scratchcat for this one. So we're going to be learning about some motion blocks and a couple of control blocks. So for starters, we want Scratchcat to move 10 steps. So 10 steps is, in Scratch, a step is a pixel. So you know that the computer screens, TV screens are made up of little tiny dots. We call those dots pixels. So if Scratchcat moves 10 steps, and if I click on this block, see, I don't need an event to trigger this block. If I click on it one time, it'll happen one time. I can click on it to make Scratchcat move 10 pixels, 10 steps. So I can click, make Scratchcat move that way. Okay, so if I want Scratchcat to move back, you can probably guess, especially if you're thinking about your number line. If I move positive 10 steps, Scratchcat moves this way. If I move then negative 10 steps, Scratchcat will move back the other way. So if I want Scratchcat to do a little dance, very simple little dance, move Scratchcat 10 steps forward and then move 10 steps back. 10 forward and 10 back. And I want Scratchcat to just do this over and over and over. And I can put this inside a repeat block, but what I want to show you, and it's a funny thing, and I want you to get this idea, it's kind of important. If I just put these two blocks together and click on the top one, they will both happen, but when you watch Scratchcat, go ahead and click on it. When you watch Scratchcat, we don't see Scratchcat do anything. And the reason why it seems like Scratchcat isn't doing anything is because the computer is so fast, it's processing these instructions so fast, it's having Scratchcat move and then move back so fast, it's faster than our eyeballs can see it. It's actually even faster than the monitor can draw it. The computer's just going as fast as it can, trying to do these two things. And it's faster than anyone can notice. It's faster than we can see. If we want to see Scratchcat move and move back, we need to slow things down to human speed. And so we need a little wait in between. Move, do a little wait, and then move back. And waiting is a control block. There's a wait block right here. So we go ahead and connect these up. Now when I click on this top block, you'll see Scratchcat will do a little move, wait for a second, and move back. Here we go. Move, wait for a second, move back. Move, wait for a second, move back. So that's pretty good, right? That's the kind of thing that we want to do. Now, if we want Scratchcat to do all this over again, I can right-click and pick duplicate. We want Scratchcat to do all this again, right? Do it twice in a row. But you can see, you can probably already guess what's going to happen. I have two move blocks in a row right now again. So this is going to happen. We're going to move, we're going to wait, and then the computer's going to move so fast that we can't see it. And then we're going to wait for a second and then move back. So what it's going to look like to us is, this part we're not going to see anything happen. It's going to look like Scratchcat moves, waits for 2 seconds, and then moves back. And we can go ahead and run that. Whoops, click the green flag. Nothing's connected to the green flag yet. Okay, we can watch that. Scratchcat moves, waits there for 2 seconds and moves back, and that's all that we see. Scratchcat moves, waits for 2 seconds, and then moves back. If we want to see Scratchcat moving this time in between these two move blocks, we need a wait block here also. And that's this idea that I hope you get from this lesson, right? We can't just put two move blocks in a row without any kind of little wait, or it's all going to happen so fast that we can't see it. Okay, so now we're going to look for that repeating pattern, right? There's a repeating pattern here. There's a repeating pattern here. We don't need to write infinity. If we want Scratchcat to keep moving back and forth for a half hour, we don't want to have to put these blocks down here, down, more blocks, right? We want to be able to find the repeating pattern. So we start with 10, 1, negative 10, 1, and then back to 10 again. This is where we start over. This is all we need. We just need to repeat this. This is the repeating pattern. So we can get a forever block, and then anything we put inside here, these blocks, if we put them inside here, they will happen over and over and over. Right? I can click on this. Now that it's glowing, the forever loop is happening. It's making these things happen over and over. Right? So Scratchcat move, wait, move, wait, move, wait, move, wait, happens over and over forever. When I click on this block, I can turn it off. So that's how forever blocks work. Right? We don't need to keep stacking blocks and blocks and blocks forever. We can repeat them this way. Now I'm going to get the event block we talked about last time when the flag is clicked out, so that Scratchcat will start doing its little dance when I click the green flag. So that's pretty good. Right, so I'm going to put scratch cat where I want them over here. And then now we're going to have somebody for scratch cat to dance with. So I'm going to duplicate my sprite. It's going to copy the costumes, the forever block, everything. It's going to make a copy. So I right click on this sprite and pick duplicate. Now I've got two of them. I click the green flag. They both have the same instructions. There they go. And if I want another one, I can pick one more. So you go. There's the idea. Now maybe this scratch cat, see, because I duplicated it, this is not glowing, right? Because it didn't start. It wasn't started when I clicked the flag. I haven't clicked the flag since I duplicated this. So if I click stop and then click the flag, then all three of their forever blocks will be glowing. Okay. So let's make this scratch cat, just while we're at it, let's make this scratch cat face the other way. So it seems like they're dancing together. I'm going to select that scratch cat. Right? I got three different ones. If you're not sure which one you're talking about, you can double click it. So this is the one I want to get. I'm going to go to that scratch cat's costumes, and I'm going to tell it to flip horizontal, just to flip the other way. Right? They're still going to seem like they're dancing along together, but now they're more like facing each other. So that's pretty good. I'm just going to let them keep dancing, and I'm going to pick a backdrop. You already know how to do that, so right, go ahead and pick yourself. Go ahead and pick yourself your favorite backdrop of whatever makes sense for you for what's going on here. That's fine. Okay. So that's pretty good. There's a couple more things we need. Let's get that better title while we're talking about it. Epic Dance Party. You don't have to call your project Epic Dance Party, but give it a meaningful name. Please don't call it something weird. Don't call all your projects Bob. We're going to lose track of what the heck that even means. If you want to call it EDP for Epic Dance Party, or just call it Dance Party, or just call it Dance Yo or something, I don't know. That's fine with me. But give it a meaningful name, please. Okay. So last thing we need, and you've noticed that there's no music in our dance party, right? So our sprites are dancing, but we don't have any music for them to dance to. So I'm going to show you how we can get some music into our project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new tab and go back to Scratch. And then we can search for a project that has music in it. Now I happen to know that there's a project in here that has a song called Uptown Funk. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this project here and just double check that it's really there. Okay, so I can hear that the song I want is playing, so that's pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click See Inside and find that project. It's going to be, find that sound. It's under Sounds. See, so there's no sounds here. I'm going to take a look at some of the different sprites. So here's a sound. It's not the one we're looking for. Just looking around, all these different sprites to find the sound. I don't see it in any of these. Backdrops can also have sounds. There it is. So this is the sound file that we want. So what we want to do is we want to be able to take this sound file out of this project and use it in our project. So let's go ahead and stop it so we can make sure that we're doing that. And we do that using the backpack, this thing right down here. So I'm going to click on the backpack. And it opens up, and the backpack is our place where we can put stuff and then bring it with us. So I'm going to drag this sound file into my backpack and give it a second for it to load. Let's thinking about that for a moment, and there we go. Now we have that sound in our project. So I don't need this tab anymore. I'm going to close it. Yeah, it's fine. Then we go back to our project. Now I open up the backpack. There's a sound. Now, if I want this sound to be in my project, I have to add it to something. I can add it to our backdrop. That's fine. So I select the backdrop, go to Sounds. We have this silly pop sound. I don't care about that. We're going to drag the music file that we just got in here to be the sound that we do care about. Okay, so now the sound is in our project, but it's not going to play by itself. It needs to have some sort of an instruction. So that's one more piece of code we have to write. I'll write it for the backdrop. We'll say when the green flag is clicked, we're going to play a sound. And what sound are we going to play? We're going to play the Uptown Funk sound. Now we picked that from a menu, but it's right there. Okay, so now we can test it out and make sure that this is all working. We click the green flag. Well, seems like it's working great. So I'm going to go ahead and click share. And like we said before, we're never going to leave the instructions blank. So we're going to put in here, I'm just going to type to click the green flag, right? You're always going to have some instructions in here. Don't leave it blank. Okay, and then you test it out and make sure that it's working properly. All right, so that's pretty good. So, and then under notes and credits, in this case, we borrowed that song. So we should say the song Uptown Funk was written by, and then actually I'm not 100% sure who it was that wrote the song. So we'll just do a quick Google search, right? So who wrote the song Uptown Funk? Let me get some information here about that. So who was it that wrote it? It was this person right here, Mark Ronson. So we can give them credit. We can give them credit for their song. We're not trying to say that we wrote Uptown Funk here. Right? We just borrowed it. All right, there we go. So like we talked about before, you would then triple click on the link right here and then go back to Google Classroom to turn this in. Right? You would turn it in as a link pointing to this address right here. So that's it. So Epic Dance Party's finished. Right, next time we're going to do a project that we call Maze Project. All right, so we'll see you next time.